It's April, a month every employee waits for because it marks the beginning of the increment season, the season to get rewarded for your hard work. Employers around the world are conducting appraisal interviews. Employees are holding their breath for a pay hike, preparing a list of their achievements in the year that passed. Conventional wisdom holds the top performers get rewarded. They walk away with the best pay hikes. Perform and prosper is the mantra. What if I told you that this year, this mantra may not apply? What if I tell you that inflation could spoil your increment this year? Most employers say that compensation is incredibly complicated right now, thanks not only to high inflation rates, but also to a tight labor market, thanks to the ongoing quitting streak the world over. I'll start with inflation. It is surging globally. In the developed world, 60% of the countries have inflation rates over 5%. This is according to the Bank for International Settlements. In Britain, inflation stands at 7%, the highest in 30 years. In Germany, it has hit 7.3%, the highest in 40 years. And in the United States, inflation has climbed to 8.5%, the highest rate since 1981. As the developed economies suffer, the developing world is also feeling the pinch. Reports say more than half the countries in Asia and Africa have inflation rates above 7%. Only China and Japan are notable exceptions, with a 0.9% and 0.8% inflation rate respectively. What about India? It's in a fix as well. According to the most recent estimates, the inflation rate in India stands at 6.95%. That's the highest since October 2020. What is driving this surge? Well, there are multiple reasons. The foremost being the pandemic and the war in Ukraine. They have burdened supply chains, slowed down production, led to a spike in oil prices, also a spike in food prices. Combined together, these factors are making economies suffer. So how exactly will this impact your increments? What's the link here? You see, when things get expensive, everyone starts cost cutting, and this applies to every sector. Companies adjust compensation plans to keep up with inflation. They reconsider their salary budgets to match economic projections. According to a Willis Towers Watson survey, American employers will pay an average 3.4% raise to their workers this year. Another reason for this is the Great Resignation. It is showing no signs of stopping. People the world over are quitting. In America, nearly 4.3 million people quit their jobs in January 2022. In India, a LinkedIn survey says 82% of the workforce is considering changing jobs this year. These are extraordinary figures, and they have put employers in a fix. They are apprehensive about increasing salaries, knowing their employees might quit soon. And so they are treading carefully and mulling other options, like a one-time cash bonus, a better variable pay, or health benefits. Will these strategies work? They might just, but only if you choose to be transparent about them. If you are an employer facing this dilemma, if your compensation framework is driven by markets, consider delivering a fair message to the employees. Acknowledge the problems you are facing and be honest about your plans. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.